For the next session, the potential of Thailand thriving soft power, we are privileged to welcome individuals who have played a pivotal role in crafting this soft power as they share their experience and insight with us. We have Chief Marketing Officer Siam Wellness Group, Mr. Narun Wiwattanakrai, Chief Executive Officer and Co-founder of Global Sport Ventures, Mr. Thainchai Pisitwuttinan, and Chief Executive Officer S&P Syndicate, Mr. Vitoon Sila-On. Head of Equity Research, Kiatnakin Phatra Security, Mr. Tithithep Nophaket will be our moderator for this session. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me to welcome all the panelists and the moderator for this session.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Thailand Soft Power session. My name is Thitithep Nophaket. I'm the analyst at the KKPS. I will be your host for this session. Now, when I know that I have to be the host, I look it up, the word soft power. And then the Oxford Dictionary said that is a power of a nation deriving from economic and cultural influence rather than military strength. Okay, and then actually Thailand has not done that badly when it comes to soft power. Last year, Thailand ranked 35th out of 120 countries, so that's not too bad. And then the government, our previous government has come up with a 5F policy to promote Thailand's soft power. These 5F are food, film, fashion, fighting, and then festival. Okay, and today we are honored to have executives from the three firms that help promote Thai soft power in the global market. We have Kun Vitoon Sila-On, CEO of S&P Syndicate. We have Kun Thainchai Pisitwuttinan, CEO and co-founder of Global Sport Venture. And then we have Kun Narun Wiwattanakrai, Chief Marketing Officer of Siam Wellness Group or SPA. First, we would have a brief video introducing, the operation of each firm, and then we get to the Q&A. Well, let's start the discussion. Since we want to talk about Thailand's soft power to the world, so let me start from asking the panelists on what proportion of the revenue come from the foreign client. It doesn't matter. It could come from, foreigner coming to Thailand and visit your branch, or your, revenue from your branch overseas. Let's start from Kun Narun.
So good afternoon. Thank you, SET Thailand, for inviting us to be the panelists. So for Siam Wellness Group, we have been doing the business in spa industry for 25 years. Our brands are quite well known for the East Asian market. So I think the proportion before COVID was 70% foreigners and 30% locals. And currently, after the rebound of tourism sector, we are doing about 60-40 at the moment, 60% foreigners and 40% from locals. Most of them are from East Asia, so China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Japanese, Korean. And we also are trying to diversify into new markets like Middle East, some European countries, as well as some Australian. Thank you.
Okay. You have American client or from Australia? Do you have a client from America or Australia?
Few. I think because U.S. clients and European clients, especially from the Western Europe, they've been to Thailand for many years and they experience Thai massage from the high end to the low end. So I guess there have been some of a fraction of our customers, but the majority we focus on East Asia.
Right. Okay. And let's move on to Kun Bang ครับคุณ Thainchai.
ครับ so first of all, our company is Global Sport Ventures or GSV. And within our business, we have, I would say, two main parts of the business to make it simpler to understand. The first one is the stadium business or the venue business. Ratchadamnern Stadium, we partner, invest, and now we have the exclusive license to run Ratchadamnern Stadium. So for Ratchadamnern Stadium, the revenue streams would be from ticketing, food and beverages, and merchandising. And in the future, we might have some other experience, for example, museum and training for Muay Thai. This is the first part. The second part, I would say, is the program business, the media part of the business, where we have events and we broadcast the shows, the events in Thailand and also all over the world. Right now, we partner with the biggest sports streaming platform called DAZN to broadcast our flagship program called RWS or Ratchadamnern World Series to over 200 countries and territories around the world already. And that would be the second part, right? But for overall, both parts combined, I would say the proportion between Thai source of revenue and international or foreigners source of revenue would be around 50-50 at the moment. Okay. But if we talk about the venue business or the stadium, I would say it's around 80-20, where 80% is tourists.
Foreigners.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So when you talk about the ticket sales, you have the Muay Thai fighting on every night.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes. Actually, yes. This year is the first year that we have Muay Thai events 7 days a week already, every night. And
it starts in the evening?
It starts in the evening. It depends on the night, but normally it would be around more or less 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. But this is the first time, I would say, in the history of the Muay Thai industry that we have a stadium that have events every day, every single day in Bangkok.
Oh, okay. Wow, and 80% of the tickets are sold to the foreigner.
Yes.
I heard that your ticket it's not cheap. It's quite it's more than 1,000 baht per ticket.
Yes, it ranges from right now our most expensive ticket would be 4,500, and it ranges from
4,500.
It ranges from 4,500 to, and we have 3,500, 2,500, 1,800, and around 1,000 depending on the day. I would say we are the highest ticket price point for sport event in Thailand, and fortunately we have a very strong foreigners or tourist fan base as of now, and that's why we can still grow our ticketing revenue year over year.
Right, and I heard that the tickets are sold out on the Saturday night. That is the most popular
Yes.
Muay Thai matches.
Yes, for some of the nights, but then the growth rate has been very good for us. So we have been lucky and we have been fortunate that the business has been growing very well, especially on the Saturday night.
Right. Okay. And Khun Narun said that when we talk about the foreign client, his client mainly come from the East Asia. And how about the foreigner who bought the ticket to see your Muay Thai fighting? Are they also from East Asia or they are from all over the world?
So for the past, I would say decade for Ratchadamnern Stadium, most of our foreigner audience came from Europe mainly. But in the past 2 years since we joined with Ratchadamnern, we have been trying and working very hard in growing other parts of the world as well. So I would say as of now, the proportion of ticketing sales to European audience would be around 40%, and the proportion from other countries in Asia would be around 35% already.
Right. Wow. Okay. And Khun Vitoonครับ on S&P, because you also have a Thai restaurant overseas. I remember I visit Phatra restaurant in Singapore before COVID.
S&P has been around for 50 years now. This is our 50th anniversary, and we're a restaurant and bakery by trade. We do have some other businesses like retail business in the supermarkets, a tiny bit of export, and also some institutional catering and things like that as well. We do produce products for other brands also. But basically our business mostly is in Bangkok. We have 2/3 of our business is in Bangkok, and the rest is in upcountry, and about 10% is outside overseas. So in terms of foreign customers, I would estimate about 10% overseas plus maybe another 10 to 15% domestically, so 20-25%.
Right.
And mostly it would be visitors who visit Thailand. So a lot of Asians, a lot of Europeans, Americans, so mixed, quite mixed, yes.
Right.
So yeah, and we do have outlets at the airport as well. So foreigners do get to have a taste or preview of
Thai food.
Of Thai food before they on their way in or on their way out.
And which city and which country that you have restaurant operating, and is it under S&P brand or?
We used to have many countries after COVID. Now we have only in London, in Vienna, and in Phnom Penh. So in Phnom Penh is S&P, so it's the only S&P outlets outside of Thailand. So, but it's very close. And Phatra is a higher-end Thai restaurant concept, and it's named after my mother, the founder and the chairman. So, but Phatra has been open for 30 years in London. So, and now we have 6 in London. We have 1 in Vienna currently.
Oh, you have 6 Phatra.
We used to have in Singapore, in Geneva, in Beijing, but yeah, now closed because of different circumstances.
Right. Wow. Okay. And then when we talk about our product or the service, since I cover media sector, and when I talk to B0 or One, they always say, the soap opera or the movie that do well in Thailand tend not to do well overseas, and vice versa. So when they make the soap opera, they have to have a clear idea in mind from beginning that, which group that they try to serve, because the tastes are different. Now, the question is that, do you have to, because all of you have a big portion of foreign client, do you have to amend your product or service in order to serve the foreign client? Let's start from Khun Narun, because I love to go to have a massage at the small shop opposite Wat Po. I think that's a real Thai So if I go to Let's Relax, is it exactly the same, or you have to, change it a little bit to suit your foreign client?
I think for us, as time changes, we have divert some of our product and services to match with the customer's needs. As we are a mid-scale boutique day spa, we provide 5 sensory experiences for the customers. So it's sight, smell, taste, hearing, and touch. So what we do is, of course, Thai massage has been in Thailand for many generations. Has been passed on from the know-how of the Sukhothai and Ayutthaya region. But of course, as a professional spa operators, what we do is we're trying to mix between the know-hows and the academic, meaning that the health concerns of the safety of providing a service. So that's why we want to build a chain of spas that provide professional spa services that can cater to all our visitors from around the world. Of course, some techniques in the traditional Thai massage may not be safe for the body. So we have adapted and trying to make sure that what we offer is best for our clients. So to answer the questions, I think, yes, we have adapted a little bit to our own style, because to build a brand, to build a professional chain of spas, we need to have our unique concept. So we not only provide the basic touch of Thai massage, but we're doing something more deeper into the experience, like the music we play in the spa. It goes with the beats of your heart to make sure you rest well while you are doing the spa here. We also added elements like mango and sticky rice. It's something that all the less relaxed customers will enjoy after the massage. Right. It's a bit of pleasure. It's not too healthy, but I guess it's a treat for you after a good exercise on the bed, massage bed.
Right. Yeah, because as a regular to the Thai massage, I can confirm that some of the technique is quite hurtful. But if I go to your spa, no matter in Thailand or in China, the service are all the same.
Yes, the step-up service will be the same, but we have a variety of treatments to suit the different groups of customers. Of course, the gentlemen will like strong, heavy massage, so I would recommend like Thai massage or hot stone. Whereas the ladies, first time they might want to try something authentic, so they'll go for a Thai massage. But some stretching may be too strong, so they'll go for a lighter one like aromatherapy or warm oil massage.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to Kun Vitoon. When you serve the foreign client or your restaurant in London, is the food as spicy as the authentic Thai food here, or you have to adjust it a little bit to be milder, or you want it to be authentic?
Authentic is, well, actually Phatra, the slogan is authentically different. I think every service business, including restaurants, you need to start, or actually any business, you need to start with the customer in mind. So right. Our restaurant in London, if you ask if the taste is the same as in Bangkok, Phatra in Bangkok, we have one also. Not exactly. And as the one in Vienna, no, not exactly. Or the S&P in Phnom Penh and S&P in Bangkok, will the taste be a little bit different? Yes. Right. Because the reason is we make it different intentionally, because we research what the customer would want in that that particular city, customer-centric location
approach.
Yes. So and the menu mix is also different in each city. So because of local preferences, it will be a little bit different. For instance, like in Cambodia, it's not as the taste is not as sweet, because in Thailand the taste is sweeter. But if you serve the same taste to the Phnom Penh customer, they will say it's too sweet. So so we need to adjust to the local taste, but still keep it authentic, because we use authentic raw materials and Thai chefs and everything.
You adjust the taste a little bit.
Yes, yes.
So it means before you open the restaurant in each of the city, you have to do a bit of a study
Yes, we
and
have
adjust
to
the menu.
do. But after we open, we still need to, as we learn,
Adjust.
as we understand more, we adjust to the, because we do have the customer satisfaction survey after, and we get details from there, what customers like and don't like, and we try to modify to what they like best.
Right. Now it's after COVID. I know COVID is a tough time for restaurant. Do you plan to open more branch overseas? Because Thai food is very popular worldwide right now.
Yes, it is. It is, and we do plan to open more, but if locally we're definitely opening more. But then overseas we're looking at maybe franchising or partnership, local partnership. And the good thing about having joint venture or local partnership is the local partner understands the taste of the customer in that location better than us. So they can help us in that regard as well.
Right. Okay. And Kun Bangครับ, my understanding is that the Muay Thai at Ratchanamnern, it's not exactly like Muay Thai in all day. I think I read your interview that you adjust it a little bit to make it more entertaining. Can you tell us more about that?
So I think in one way we are quite fortunate in the business that we are in the way that fighting is quite a universal language. It's in our human DNA since the beginning of time. Let's say if there's someone fighting in the back of the room, everyone will go and look what's going on. And if someone get knocked out, then it's easy to understand who's winning. So in that sense, we are fortunate that the very core of the business or the program is easy to understand. But I think to answer your question, what we do in everything we do at Ratchanamnern, both in terms of stadium and in terms of program, what we always try to do is that we keep the core identity of Muay Thai. We don't change it, but we change or adapt in terms of the delivery, the packaging, or and the standard of the stadium and also of the program of Muay Thai. I think since the 2 years that we have been in the business, we found out that most audience, especially tourists, they really like the authenticity of Muay Thai and everything that is about the art and the architecture of Ratchanamnern and of Muay Thai. So that's what we want to keep, and that's what we want to keep on communicating and building up upon, especially because Ratchanamnern Stadium is the first Muay Thai stadium in the history of the world. It is the birthplace of the professional sport of Muay Thai since almost 80 years ago. So we have the almost a responsibility to make sure that we keep that identity. So what we do, for example, when we renovate and rebrand the stadium, our mission has always been to keep the history, the character, and the identity of Muay Thai with the stadium. We always talk internally when we were working on the design of the renovation that we hope that Ratchanamnern Stadium can be almost like a Broadway theater in New York, when someone walk in front and see the stadium, they know that this is a place that is full of history.
Or like the Madison Square Garden.
Yes,
New
exactly. Yeah, it's a classic place, but it's also modern and attractive for new generation of fans or guests from all around the world who want to come in. But when they walk into the stadium, we want them to feel like, this is a world-class sports stadium that we do not really have that much in Thailand. For example, in the US, people might go on a date during the weekend in NBA stadium, or people in Europe might take their children and have like a family time in football stadium in Europe. We want to be that place for Thailand, and also we want to be the place that people can come and learn about the culture of Muay Thai. And you mentioned about some rules of the Muay Thai fights that we have. What we do is that we try to keep all the core identity and character of Muay Thai. We promote the art of 8 limbs. We encourage all the fighters to use all the arts, both offense and defense of Muay Thai, the Mae Mai Muay Thai or Muay Thai skills. We encourage them to use that. We keep and also support the other arts, for example, Wai Kru, the ceremony
Or before
before
the
each
start.
fight, and also the Pi Muay, the music in Muay Thai, in order to keep all the identity
Oh, you have
of
that
Muay
at
Thai.
Ratchadamnern.
Yes, we
Yeah,
have that.
yeah.
And
I got to see that.
and people love it, and all the tourists really love it. It was when we went in, we were not 100% sure whether people would like it or not. But right now, we are, I would say, 100% sure that all the tourists really want to come and learn about our culture and want to see the true identity of Muay Thai. But we change a little bit, adapt a little bit some of the rules so that it's easier for new fans to understand. For example, easiest example would be for RWS. We are the first professional Muay Thai event that adopt open scoring system. What it means is that when the round 1 ends, you know the score of the first round. When the round 2 ends, you know the score, right? Versus the traditional way of you have to wait until the 5th round, then you know the result. We were the first one who did that, and by doing that, it's more transparent and simpler for new fans to understand. Our goal is for example, new fans in country like, for example, someone from Spain who never watched Muay Thai ever in their life, if they turn on their TV and see RWS, they have to be able to understand Muay Thai right away, and they have to be able to become new fans of Muay Thai right away. So that's what we try to do.
Right. So you sell authenticity, but you present it in a more modern way.
Yes.
And the way that make it easier for the foreigner to understand.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
ครับผมคุณนรันครับ you have overseas spa as well, but in the past 3 years it's not the right time to expand because we had COVID. Now the COVID is over, and then Thai massage, it's I think it's worldwide popular. I watch the American series, and then they talk about Thai massage all the time. Do you have any plan to expand the overseas branch?
I think with the current announcement that Thailand Thai massage was recently been selected by UNESCO as a second intangible cultural heritage after Khon, which is a Thai traditional dance in the late 2019, just right before COVID. I think that's the right benchmark for us to explore the overseas market. I think it lifts up the standards and the positioning of Thai massage to another level that UNESCO certify. So, of course, I think similar to Vitoon is that with COVID, we have had some challenges during the past 3 years in adapting to the new way of life. But eventually, we believe that the people will still go back to societies to socialize with each other, and also going back to offline events. Being Thai massage is one of the activities I think very common for locals and foreigners when they spend many days working hard, but also relaxing hard as well on the weekends. So to answer the questions, I think exploring the opportunities overseas is still on our plan. But I think in the short term, we'll still focus pretty much on domestic expansion. But I think with the right partners and the opportunities arise in the overseas market, we are also looking to explore into that.
But when you open the branch overseas, is it under the franchise model or is your own investment?
In the past, it was under franchise agreement. But I think we learned many things, the advantages and disadvantages. So we have learned and adapt. And I think after COVID, we will see maybe a few new options to see like joint ventures or maybe a partnership into overseas market.
Right. ครับคุณวิทูลครับ during COVID time, the way we eat, it's and I think it changed because we couldn't go out. So we order the food delivery by Grab or by Line or by Robinhood. And even the COVID is over, I still use Grab to deliver food to my house. Do you think that have any material impact on the restaurant, and how do you adapt to that new culture, to that new behavior?
Actually, COVID actually started the delivery boom. So I think for us at that time, everybody had to switch to delivery because you couldn't
Right.
eat inside
You
the
couldn't go
restaurant.
out. Yeah.
But for us, we adapted pretty well because we have our own delivery already at that time, but it's very small. It was pre-COVID. It was about 5%. During COVID, maybe 25, and then now it's settled to about 15% of our. So actually, our delivery grew about 3 times. But we have our own delivery system service number as well, 1344, and also we use partnership with the aggregators, which help us expand the reach of the market. And I think all in all, it's a new habit that is staying with us. So we've adapted to it, and now it's another source of revenue for us, which is good actually.
Right. Okay. And Kun Bang, I heard from Plan B, your partner, that you enter into a deal with DAZN, which is the sport application from the Middle East, very popular. My understanding is that it's still sort of a pilot project to broadcast, the Muay Thai from Ratchadamnern to overseas client. Can you tell us more about that? And over the long term, let's say in the next 5 years, do you think that you should have some advertising income, I suppose? And would that become a main income compared to the ticket sales right now?
Definitely. So a few months ago, we just entered a partnership with DAZN, which is actually UK based.
Oh, it's a UK. I'm sorry.
No worries. It's a UK based sports streaming platform, and actually as of now, DAZN is the biggest sports streaming OTT platform in the world in terms of revenue already. They have many big sport properties licensed in many countries around the world. For example, I think they have exclusive license for La Liga in Spain, Calcio Serie A in Italy, and they have F1 in many countries. They have exclusive license for J League in Japan, and Champions Leagues in many countries. So and also UFC in many countries. So I think it was a very big step for us a few months ago that we were able to partner with DAZN. And right now, RWS, our flagship program, is being broadcasted in over 200 countries and territories around the world outside Thailand. I think it's a very big step for us. And in the future, definitely, same as any other sport properties around the world, media rights and sponsorship can take a very big proportion in terms of revenue of the company. I think in another sense, our business model is quite different from other sport property in terms of we have our own stadium. And our stadium can be both a sports stadium and a tourist destination as well. So in that sense, we are very fortunate that we have a very strong base in terms of venue business that we can grow it, I think, even more than 10 times more than where we are right now. And in short and medium term, I think the two business can grow together 50-50. But for the very long term, our goal is to definitely grow in terms of international broadcasting, because we really believe that Muay Thai can be a global sport.
Right. And DAZN, it is a subscription service, or it's an advertising-based service?
Their main business is subscription. They have 60 million pool of subscribers, I think,
wow.
throughout the history of the company in many countries. And they're very big in Europe and in some countries like Japan and Taiwan. But right now, they are having other models as well. For example, they have pay-per-view as well. And their vision is to become more than a sports streaming platform, but they want to be an all-in-one sport platform where people can buy maybe ticketing on their platform and follow the news as well.
Right, so you sell the content to them.
Yeah, we partner with them.
All right,
yes.
okay. And you also talk to other broadcaster in other parts of the world.
Yes, exactly. In a few other countries, we partner with other broadcasters as well.
Right,
For
okay.
example, we just announced a few days ago that we are partnering with a fast channel company called Swerve, which will broadcast RWS in the United States and in
wow.
Canada.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's interesting because my understanding is that when we sell movie or drama to overseas, there's a certain level of language barrier. But then for sport, for Muay Thai, I suppose there's no language barrier. You don't have to understand Thai to understand the Muay Thai.
Exactly. Yes, I think 95% of the content in Muay Thai is quite simple to understand. People can watch the game, but in some market, we would have local language commentators who would commentate and educate the audience to make it more fun, educate about the rules of Muay Thai and educate the audience in terms of the background stories of each fighter. For example, we are having a big event with Pibo Khao and a Japanese fighter in September. So in that particular event, we are partnering with local team in Japan, local DAZN's team in Japan, to make a lot of Japanese content for the Japanese audience to be able to follow the story of the fight and the background of each fighter.
That's very interesting. The next question is for Kun Narun and Kun Vitoon. Maybe start from Kun Vitoon. I think nowadays a shortage of labor. That's why we have to bring in a lot of people from the neighboring countries. And then I believe the new government is talking about raising the minimum wage. So is it a shortage of labor, or the labor cost inflation a big problem for your business, and how do you plan to solve that? I see a lot of restaurants now, they use the robot to, but I haven't seen one in S&P yet.
We have also, but
you do have?
Yes, but not many yet, because I think labor will definitely be a big part of any service business. So you need to balance, how much labor you need to use to run your operation. But you see from examples for restaurants in countries where the wages are a lot higher. So the people skills, they need to be able to do more. One person needs to be able to do a lot more. So in terms of training, having multiple skill staff, having more skilled staff, that's one thing that we are doing. So one staff used to be doing one thing, but now they maybe doing three things. And the other thing is using technology. It could become in terms of robot, or it could be in terms of systems, which makes it easier for the staff to serve the customer. So now, in terms of payment, now a lot of us will use the digital payment, and it's actually easier than paper money, and it saves time for the staff as well when you just scan and pay.
Shorten the process.
So there are a lot of things that we can do, like for example, in our stores now we're rolling out the automatic coffee machine. So it's easier to operate and actually faster to make the drinks. So there are
Right.
things that we need to put in more technology, more equipment, and also we need to also reorganize our training and make our people more, more skilled.
Right.
Also.
There are restaurants in Japan that you order food through the iPad,
Yeah.
and then the food is delivered on the rail, so it's almost human
So in
free.
Japan, there's only one person in the store.
Yeah,
you
that's
actually
true.
order and then you
That's
go and sit
everything.
and wait for the food. So it's it will evolve, but then you need to balance what's the total experience that the customer wants and what they're willing to pay for, and how much labor you need. So it's always a constant redesign or
Adjustment.
rebalance.
Right. And Khun Naran, because I believe that the personnel is probably one of the success factor for your business. But do you face the labor shortage or the labor cost inflation?
I think in the short term, I think most of the hospitality business, hotels, restaurants, including spas, has faced shortages because of the change of the behavior in the short term because of COVID and the restrictions from the government to restrict some of the operations in 2020 and 21. But I think after the post-COVID, with the recovery of the tourism industry, I think whichever employers give the best practices or the best offers for the employees, not only in monetary terms, but also in career path, in training, in upskilling the skills. I think they are moving towards those employers. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to encourage all the learning process, having the career path for the therapist from level 1 to level 4, then becoming instructor. We also have our own academy to develop our workforces to make sure that the step of service are all consistent and the same. So I think this is what we offer comparing to the competitors. So second questions, I think in terms of the minimum wage, I think because we are a skilled labor, I think we focus on the premium. I think technology will not replace the service provided by the therapist, because the therapist knows the anatomy, they can communicate well with the customers. When you want a quick, a heart pressure massage on your left arms, for example, after you may working too hard, I think the machine will not respond to that well. But for our therapists, I think they've been trained and they have experience servicing customers from around the world. I think that's what we keep us apart from the traditional spas that may divert a little bit into technology.
Right, yeah. I cannot imagine technology replacing your therapist. There is this massage chair, right? It doesn't work.
Massage chair has been in the market for over 20 years. I think it can provide you a standard quick recovery, but I think in the long term, it has to be customized a little bit.
Right, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Now, the last question for every panelist. We had a new Prime Minister yesterday, finally. As a company who promote Thai soft power to the world, would you like government to adopt any policy that that would make it easier for you to penetrate the world market? Maybe let's start from Khun Vitoon.
I think it's we'll talk about soft power today. So I think in terms of food, for instance, it's very important that the government takes builds a good ecosystem and a good standard, a high bar of standard for all our soft power. But for food, it's very important that we recognize and build a system where we recognize the quality of the ingredients, because we live in a country where we grow very, very good ingredients. They're very good fruits, vegetables, and everything. So we need a system that really recognize and promote the quality of our already very good raw materials. And we also need a system where we promote and also train the chefs. like a chef school that maybe in Europe they have a lot of the schools, very good schools, to train the chefs from the very, very young. So they are very ingrained, not just the knowledge, but the system in terms of doing it the right way as well. So I think that is something that needs to be supported and make sure that we hold the highest bar, because we are Thai, we own the Thai food, so we need to make sure we are the one who keep the bar high.
Keep up the standard.
Yeah, and also in the ecosystem, there are people who will evaluate the food, food critics and whatnot. So they need to be able to uplift, the standard of Thai food. Where if you want Thai food, the best Thai food, you definitely have to come to Thailand. And there are so many levels of best Thai food in each category, in each level, in each area, region, or whatever. So those are things that need to be done together, but all together, it's basically lifting the soft power of Thai food to the world.
Right ครับผมคุณแบงค์ครับ
Yes, definitely. I think government can definitely play a big part in supporting all of the soft power, the 5 Fs and all the soft power of Thailand, especially Muay Thai. For us, Ratchanamnern Stadium is actually one of the few authorized standard Muay Thai stadium in Thailand, or in Thai it's called Sanam Muay Matatan. And there's only a few in Thailand. And in that sense, we have been working very closely with the government in many aspects. For example, in terms of the rules of Muay Thai, the easy example would be what I mentioned, the open scoring for Muay Thai. RWS was the first professional Muay Thai program that used open scoring system. But then we proved that it's a good way of developing and growing Muay Thai, because it makes the sport easier to understand. So I think as of now, the government is encouraging and supporting all the Muay Thai programs in the country to adopt the same rules. So in that sense, I think this type of collaboration between us, all the private parties, and the government will really help grow the sport of Muay Thai to be soft power of Thailand. And I think there are many other aspects that we can work together to promote Muay Thai as a soft power, as a sport to the world. And we can definitely work together with the government to grow that. And I think we really believe that Muay Thai, in a way, can be the new K-pop of the world as well, where the private sector and the public sector can, and the government can work together very well to really grow this thing to the world.
Right ครับผม and คุณนรันครับ
So I think for us, wellness and tourism remain the mega trends for Thailand. I think Thailand, I heard this morning's panel saying that tourism will be still the only sector that will drive the Thailand's economy in the short run because of the higher wage costs, higher energy costs, etc. And I think we are unique in our way of our Thai hospitality. I think that's a little bit difficult to disrupt. Secondly, I think the government can support. I think in terms of the ecosystem that Kun Vitoon said, I think from the laborers, making sure that they are confident to tell the others that they are trained massage therapists. They're happy to share to their work, their family, their friends and families that they are doing a technical skills labor, and getting the right amount of rewards for that. Also, they have the career path to grow. Second, I think it's the standards that we want to build. As I know that the Thailand government is focusing more on quality tourists rather than quantity, which is on the right directions. I think we want to offer the best of Thai resources in the tourism industry to the certain segment that willing to pay that premium for it. We don't want more quantity, but we want more on a quality. So I think they are doing that way. I think will be a good collaboration between the public and the private sector. And thirdly, I think it's the support in terms of, I think as I mentioned earlier, that Thai massage has been recognized by UNESCO since 2019, but there's very few mentioning on the press. I think if they're doing a good campaign of delivering that soft power, I think Thai massage without a doubt cannot be competed with other massage techniques from around the world. I think we are the best.
And that's all the time we have for today. I do hope that you understand a bit more about Thai soft power. I would like to thank you all the panelists and thank you all the audience for attending. Have a good day.